The Soviet Union swallowed Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania whole. So why did Finland, right next door, survive? It's November 1939. The Soviet Red Army, fresh off a non-aggression pact with Nazi Germany, turns its gaze north toward Finland. Stalin demands border concessions. Finland refuses. And so begins the Winter War. Here's what the map looked like. Finland shared a long border with the USSR, and the Karelian Isthmus sat just 32 kilometers from Leningrad. Stalin wanted a buffer. He demanded Finland hand over the isthmus and lease the Hanko Peninsula. Finland said no. What happened next shocked the world. The Red Army, supposedly the most powerful military force on the continent, got absolutely mauled by a nation of 4 million people. Finnish ski troops in white camouflage ambushed Soviet columns, cutting them off in the frozen forests. The numbers were staggering. In just over 3 months, the USSR suffered catastrophic losses, and the international community took notice. The League of Nations expelled the Soviet Union for the invasion, one of the only times that ever happened. Britain and France were already discussing sending troops to aid Finland. Stalin was bleeding men, burning international credibility, and the war was far from over. So why not just annex Finland anyway? 3 reasons. First, international optics. Annexing the Baltics was one thing, but an ongoing bloody war with Western powers watching was another. Second, the Red Army's humiliation exposed dangerous weaknesses. Stalin didn't want advertised through a prolonged occupation. Third, a neutral, weakened Finland as a buffer state was strategically good enough. Compare Finland to the Baltic states. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania offered no military resistance. They were small, flat, and easy to absorb. Finland fought back hard, had defensible terrain, and cost the Soviets dearly. The calculus was completely different. Stalin himself made the call. He was pragmatic above all else. The Winter War had embarrassed him. His generals had failed, his army had looked weak. Accepting a negotiated peace and taking the Karelian Isthmus was a face-saving exit. He got his buffer zone. Finland kept its flag. Here's how it all played out. Finland lost 11% of its territory and 30% of its economic assets in the peace deal. But it kept its sovereignty, its government, and its independence, something no other Soviet neighbor in that era managed to do. So why didn't the USSR annex Finland?
Finnish soldiers made it too costly. The world made it too risky. And Stalin decided a compliant neutral neighbor was worth more than another restless occupied territory. Finland didn't just survive, it outmaneuvered a superpower.